Breaking news! A team of burglars have been arrested inside the office of the Democratic National Committee in the Watergate office in Washington, D.C.
We have some footage off the security camera of the burglars that broke into the Watergate Hotel.
Action! Go. Go. Now. And I want to make this particularly clear that no contributor to this fund, no contributor to any of my campaigns, have ever received any consideration that he would not have received as an ordinary constitute. I just don't believe in that, and I can say I never have. While I've been in the Senator of the United States, as far as the people that contribute to this funds are concerned, have I made a telephone call to an agency, nor have I gone down to the agency on their behalf. And the records will show that the records which are in the hands of the administration, I would do nothing that would harm the possibility for Dwight Eisenhower become President of the United States. And for that reason, I am submitting to the Republican National Committee tonight through this television broadcast a decision which it is theirs to make. Let them decide whether my position on the ticket will help or hurt. And I'm going to ask you to help them decide. Wire and write the Republican National Committee whether you think I should stay on it or whether I should get off it. And whatever their decision will be, I abide by it. But let me say this last word. Regardless of what happens, I'm going to continue this fight. I'm going to campaign up and down America until we drive the crooks and the communists and those that defend them out of Washington. And remember, folks, Eisenhower is a great man. He's a great man, and a vote for Eisenhower is a vote for what is good for America. Good night.
They were laughing in the window. What? They were laughing in the window.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Shay Show. Today's topic is on the Watergate scandal. We have a very special guest today. Her name is Crystal, and she's a reporter for the Watergate. Crystal?
Hello, Shay.
Hi. So, Crystal, what were some of the causes of the Watergate scandal?
Well, first, the rapid growth of the loose presidential power of President Nixon during the Cold War. Also, there were political debates over the Vietnam War. I think the major cause of the scandal was the secretive and resentful President Nixon himself.
So when did the scandal actually begin?
It began on June 17, 1972, at the office of the Democratic National Committee at the Watergate Complex in Washington, D.C.
So did President Nixon actually commit the crime himself, or what exactly happened?
No, there were 5 men that Nixon sent to break into the Watergate Hotel. One of them was Bernard L. Barker. He was a realtor from Miami and was involved in the Bay of Pigs incident. Virgilio Gonzalez was a locksmith from Miami. James McCord was a security coordinator for the Republican National Committee and the Committee of the Re-election of the President. He was a former FBI and CIA agent and was dismissed from the RNC and Creek positions the day after the break-in. R. Martinez was CIA connections and was an anti-Castro Cuban exile. And the last guy was Frank, who also had CIA connections and was involved in the anti-Castro activities.
Oh, okay. So I understand that the guard was the one who caught these men. Was Nixon caught right away?
No, the reason why he wasn't caught right away is because most of the burglars were actual employees for the CIA, which led the police further away from President Nixon.
Well, who actually found out that it was President Nixon, and how?
Well, it was eventually discovered that Nixon had installed listening devices in the Oval Office to record every word he said for all future generations. The tapes were sought in a court order by Archibald Cox, the first special prosecutor. Cox was considered an employee of the Justice Department. He was fired because he wouldn't quit demanding the tapes, so the nation started to believe that Nixon was the one behind it all. There was a replacement prosecutor who eventually got the tapes, and there was proof in Nixon's own voice that he was actually, authorizing hush money to the burglars in exchange for their silence. The House Judiciary Committee voted to recommend articles of the impeachment. Nixon knew the game was over and he lost. He promised before his first election in 1968 that he was going to end the Vietnam War, but it was 5 years later and he couldn't do it, so he resigned the presidency. He was the first president to resign.
Very cool. Well, that's all the time we have, so tune in next time for the Shay Show.